Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review of Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 7, Episode 6. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Previously on Tyler Perry's Sistas. Andy and Jordan, the new Jordan, not the old one, they go out to dinner. Gary's being a creep in the car, pulls out the 9, but didn't do nothing with it. Danny goes to therapy, finally lets some tears go, because you have to release those things, okay? You just have to release them. Sabrina is still being Sabrina, trying to figure out what she wants to do and what's the next steps that she needs to take. Fatima is still rescuing everybody and scene. When this episode first opens up, the sisters are getting together to celebrate Sabrina at Andy's house. Danny, that color on you, baby girl, that looks beautiful. But the only thing is, I want them to get those cup sizes together down at wardrobe. Okay? Let me tell you something. Our sis is voluptuous. Okay? And she got the bosoms. So we need you to get her fitted so that her cup sizes are right. Because baby, them things be bouncing and misbehaving. Do you hear me? Side note. When Sabrina walked through that door, baby, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. Because when I tell you she was looking good in that bronze color, Sabrina, that complements your skin so well. I really feel like you need to wear slip dresses all season. Because, baby, you was eating that look. You were eating it. Okay? The only one that wasn't doing much was Karen. I said, Karen, what the hell you got? Karen, they do not need to dress you like that just because you pregnant. Honey, even the local Walmart or Target got some good maternity clothes that they can put you in. This is a fool. So Danny brings up Jordan and Andy being seen all over social media. Andy was like, well, I mean, he's what the city needs. Is he? Did he get over the fear of his own shadow? Because I don't think I forgot that he was scared of anything and everything, including you. So then Karen brings up Zach asking for a DNA test, saying that she knows Fatima put him up to it. Meanwhile, Danny is also guilty as charged. And she over there looking like, yeah. Well, they're not wrong for wanting to know, are they? No, they are not. They're not wrong for wanting to know at all. But Karen is like, you on their side? And is. You show and is. Okay? We on their side with it. You need to get a DNA test. Aaron wasn't hanging around doing nothing. Child, he wasn't opening up that Bible even though he was supposed to be the preacher man. Danny said, well, you know, you had Zach and Aaron and, one more. So I just don't know. I know Karen is a headache, y'all. I know. But when I tell you I will cuss Danny out, because as my friend, girl, don't sit up here and make me sound like a pro to my face. Don't do it. So then Andy tells them, y'all cut it out, okay? It is Sabrina's day, so we are going to each say something that we love about Sabrina. Now, for me, I am so happy to see Sabrina get her flowers because she is always so loyal to everyone. They sometimes act like she isn't in the room. Her news is not as important. With the sister circle, with Maurice, the only person that really listened to her was Calvin, and he done took his lace panties down somewhere else with that Caucasian woman. So we really need to pour into Sabrina. Sabrina. So Sabrina is getting emotional because, she's 35 and life is still life-ing. People are moving on, having babies, starting businesses, and, she's just down at the empty bank and trust. Well, let me tell you something. A word of advice for you, Sabrina, that I wish someone had told me in my 30s. Run your own race at your own pace. Now, I know that sounds cliche, and I know that this is a fictional show, but there is somebody that is a Sabrina in real life. You are 35. You are successful. You have a right to do things as you see fit in your timing. Stop comparing what you're doing to what somebody else is doing. Because I did the same thing in my 30s. I was like, wow, they're buying houses, they're having babies, they're getting married. And me rushing to get married because there was a 3 in front of my damn number was the worst thing that I could have ever done. Had I not stopped and just thought for a second, what do I really want? Am I just going with societal norms, or do I really want these things? So I know that Sabrina wants to have a baby, and her seeing Karen pregnant, it's like, oh my gosh, we're all the same age. But honey, y'all ain't all the same age, because they said Karen was 36 when season 1 was on. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Y'all around the same age. Just because you see Karen, baby, Karen going through hell. Make sure that you are in a place that you're A, emotionally able to take care of a baby, and B, financially stable enough to take care of a baby. Girl, don't let these people rush you. So then she tells them that she's going to freeze her eggs. Now, I think that's a good idea if you really want to have kids, and right now is just not the time. So there's nothing wrong with that. Danny's like, so how you sure that you gonna like them? Like, what if you had a baby and you hate it? I mean, you can't send it back. Sabrina said, well, you have parents and you made it. When I tell you, I hollered. She's like, yeah, but mine are gonna make it too. She is finally realizing that Rich may not be the man for her. Girl, he is not. Do not waste your time on Rich. It just ain't gonna work. So Karen said, men say some crazy things. Zach used to push his mommy issues on me, but being a single mother, it don't sound good either. They're like, no, you're not single. You have us. We that baby's daddy. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you are a single parent. Okay. And hopefully they will be there when you need them, because people say a lot until it's time to watch that damn baby. Everybody disappeared. Everybody too busy. Everybody can't. So what she's saying is not wrong. She is a single mother. Hopefully, my girls hold me down. Hopefully, y'all hold her down. Moving forward. In the next scene, Hayden and Gary meet up at the gym. Gary into so much Coca-Cola, baby, he got his nose bleeding. I said, ew, disgusting. That's exactly why I don't be wanting to touch that gym equipment. Gary is a walking after-school special. That is exactly why I named him Scary Gary. A walking after-school special. Kids, just say no. Side note. Who knew that Hayden had some arms on him? I said, okay, Hayden, with your little blockhead. I didn't know you had some arms on you. So they started talking about Hayden wanting to make partner. Gary is saying, he's a much better attorney than Andy, and women shouldn't have all that power. Leave it up to Gary to have those views. I should have known. I just should have known you were one of those. It's annoying to me how Gary hates Andy. He hates her guts, but he still stalks her. You're given mentally unstable. You might need to get a check or a checkup. Like, you are a certified weirdo. So he wants to help Hayden become partner. Hayden invites him over for dinner. Child, I wouldn't let him dot my threshold, but that's just me. I feel like he needs to distance himself from Gary quick, fast, and in a hurry. In the next scene, the brunch for Sabrina is already over. I said, baby, that was quick as hell. Did y'all even sit down to eat? Sabrina stays around for a minute after the other ladies leave. And Andy has to go too, because she has to go to this hearing for Zach and Fatima. Andy gives Sabrina a check to deposit down at the Empty Bank and Trust so she can freeze her eggs. Baby, Andy money is long. Do you hear me? Longer. Over on the other side, Maurice is at home on that webcam being dirty in the daytime. I said, sir, what is going on? You know what? That is actually a very clever name, Dirty in the Daytime. If one of y'all steal that, make sure y'all shout me out, okay? Sabrina stops by. Maurice couldn't wait to tell her about his date with Grayson. So then Sabrina is telling him that she thought that Calvin would at least text her happy birthday. Why did you think that, Sabrina? Why? So she's telling Maurice, listen, Rich doesn't want to have kids, but I'm going to freeze my eggs. This man said, like an ice baby. And then they had enough nerve to have a little doom, 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 doom. I heard that in that background. Oh, y'all play all day. Oh, Tyler Perry Land play all day, honey. I don't know why she tell him. He ain't never serious. He is so unserious at all times. And please don't leave your damn baby with Maurice. I can just see that baby eating hot Cheetos and chicken wings and damn near 3 months old, child. So then he starts singing his Maurice rendition of Happy Birthday. Now, I ain't gonna lie though, Maurice can carry a tune. I say, I hear it. I hear the inflections in your throat. Back at the office, Zach and Fatima finally got custody of Michael. Baby, he was so emotional. I was like, oh, congratulations, Zachariah. I mean, it's a sweet moment. But did we make certain that he is the father? We all on top of Karen and whatnot. But baby, this is an unstable scripper that was doing all kinds of ungodly things. We need to make sure that this is really his baby, because all she saw was dollar signs when she looked at Zach. So I'm just saying. So he starts talking about, we're going to do baseball games and have organic home cooked meals. And you know what, Fatima, you may have to turn in your car and get a minivan. No, sir. You pimp your ride. Talking about she got to turn in her car for a dang old minivan. Sir, pump your brakes. Okay. But Duvall was acting his ass off in this scene, baby. Tears and all. I said, come on, method acting. He was really channeling his inner father. Because he got those 4 beautiful sons. So he really was tapping into that. They were just thanking Andy, and in true Zach fashion, he gonna thank Fatima over and over and over again. So while he was signing the papers, Fatima got a text message or an email, and she has this worried look on her face. And I was just wondering, like, what is in that text message? What's going on? I just knew it was something about Michael. I was like, oh, child, it's finna take a turn. But it wasn't. I have to say, I do love the bright colors on the cast. And I hope that Fatima knows that Zach is thrusting her into a ready-made family. Just add water. Girl, moving forward. In the next scene, Danny surprises Tony with a little afternoon delight. Baby, she done came down dressed in her lingerie with her trench coat on, and his kids walk in. Why his son gonna look at Danny and say, are those real? Ooh, wee. I would have fainted from embarrassment. When I say I would have fainted, and who wrote him to say that? That's very inappropriate and very problematic. Like, So they leave, and Tony tells Danny that the kids are going to be staying with him for the summer. He's like, you knew I had kids and their mom needs help, so they're going to be staying with me. She was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't know that you were going to be they were going to be stay-in kids. Like, I didn't know all that. You could have told me that. Now, she's mad because she knew he had kids, but not the live-in kind. So, Danny, would you prefer a deadbeat? And see, this is why you got to make sure that you know who your kids are around, because, baby, she don't want nothing to do with children. How you mad that he has to take care of kids that he helped to create? Now, I know we all love Daniela, but in that moment, I was just like, girl, why are you mad at that? When you date someone with kids, you have to know, unless they one of those, she keeping me from my kids, she won't let me see my kids. Unless you got one of those, a man that is in his children's life will definitely have to step up time to time. Now, could he have relayed the message to her? He said he was, but he thought she was at work. So there's that. Over on the other side of Atlanta, Pam is at the salon selling her magic hair potion. Baby, she done got a hold of Karen's credit card again. Now, for me, Pam be overstepping. I know Karen be giving her a hard time, but she be overstepping. Karen already living from pillar to post. But if you sharing the proceeds, then it's cool. But if not, girl, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Now, I think she is giving her a percentage because she's selling out of her salon and she used her credit card. I don't know. But I guess Pam is trying to help the salon, so we'll see. Andy and Fatima are at the Ratchet Law office, and Fatima tells Andy that she got accepted into law school, but she hasn't told Zach. Now, Fatima is so far gone and so wrapped up in Zach's life that even when she got some great news, she had a worried look on her face. So the message that she was receiving was that she was accepted into law school. She didn't want to take away from him, so she stifled her feelings. That's not good. So Andy was like, well, I mean, you two are going to figure it out. Fatima said, that's all we ever do is figure it out. It's always something. I'm tired. You should be. And it really is. Andy then tells her, tell him, girl, so he can be there for you for once. And Andy, that was some great advice. I just hate how Fatima has lost herself. Like, helping is good, but you deserve care as well. You do. Andy was going to meet Jordan, but she ran into Hayden in the highway. Hayden acting like he working so hard on all these cases. She knows that he wants to be partners, so she called Jordan and canceled. Fatima gets home to Zach, and baby, he done flipped the place upside down. Sir, it is giving Sesame Street. What is going on in here? It's toys everywhere. He didn't even took down her office, standing up there drinking a juice box. Baby, the way in which I would have come through there like the Tasmanian devil. If you don't put my damn laptop and desktop and stuff back, boy, I would have cussed him out. So he's standing there telling me, no, I'm trying to get the house ready. We don't want him to just be in his room. No, we don't want him to just be in his room. But you do not need to make a playroom downstairs. Get it together. So he gets a call to come see a house that he wants to move to. Now, this should involve Fatima also. How you gonna go and look at a house without Fatima? He gets a call. He's ready to go. Talking about, when I get back, you should be finished cooking. She said, who said I want to cook? Oh, no, ma'am, baby. This ain't gonna work. Zach is not considering Fatima at all. Like, I know he's excited, but he needs to take a deep breath. He did that same thing when he thought Karen had died in that fire. Zach just jumps out there and does things, and he does not think. Take a beat and think about what you're doing. Over at Hayden's, baby, Tamara is waiting for him. Let me cater to you, cause Hayden, this is your day. Baby, she got food and everything laid out. Gary and Penelope arrived right on time for dinner. Baby, Tamara was not in the mood for company. Penelope, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. You got to be planning something. You got to be planning something. Because why would you even be seen out in public with Gary? You walked in with him sniffing Andy's panties. Then he's stealing from you, recording your credit card numbers. The two of you are snooping and spying on each other. He treats you like dirt. He had a whole other woman while you sitting at home pregnant, and he lived with her. What are you doing being seen with him in public? This is crazy. So they come on in, and Hayden starts whispering to Gary per usual. Over on the other side, Angela gets to Fatima's place, and the poor baby is a nervous wreck, honey. She coloring and whatnot. And she's telling her, you know, she got into law school and they got custody at the same time, and it's just not a good time. And she feels bad because she's thinking about herself. But Zach has 2 kids and 2 baby mamas. It's just too much. She was like, what if I want to have my own kids one day? Like, this is not what I imagined. Here go Angela talking about, well, you get to keep your banging body. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She needs to maybe reevaluate. I know we got Zatima and whatnot, but we're going to have to get that together. Now, I know she is pregnant on Zatima. The timelines are not matching. I'm just going strictly based on Sistas, because I know it's going to be somebody, well, she's already pregnant on I got it. I got it. But Fatima has never had a chance to put herself first. It is exhausting, always exerting energy and giving your all to everybody else, and you never get anything in return. You need to replenish. They're depleting the hell out of you. Back on the other side, Karen shows up to the doctor's office. Why Karen dressed like she doesn't have a home? Man, what you got on? Whoever's in that wardrobe department, they do not like you, Karen. Not the person that plays the character, but the you that is you. Because why do they keep putting you in these god-awful clothes? We got you out them bell bottoms. You went over there to them bad britches and that stomach sitting high. Now the stomach sitting low and the clothes look like they've been on the floor. What is going on? What is going on, child? This is a mess. Karen showed up looking for the doctor. Baby, the doctor ain't there right now. Back at Hayden's, they're having dinner. Gary gets a phone call, and Penelope is having contractions. Honey, I don't know if she finna have this baby in the restroom or what. So Hayden gets up and shows her where the restroom is. While that's going down, Gary is all in Tamira's face, telling her he knows her type. He knows her game. She's a hustler. Okay. Back at the hospital, Karen is trying to figure out, who is my child's father? I need to know. Danny is at home looking at a picture of Preston and his new bride. Then she tries to call Andy, but Andy didn't pick up. So she remembers what the therapist said about writing things down. So she opens up, her diary, and she starts writing a letter to herself in her diary about all of her wants and needs. She says she just wants someone to choose her for once, and she feels broken, and she's going to be okay whether people there are not. And they're showing each sister and their struggle. Now, whoever did the editing for this was top tier. It was top tier. You had Sabrina. She was looking up being a single mother by choice and what goes into freezing her eggs. You see Fatima still giving everything she got at the office with Andrea. Baby, she didn't have to put her clothes back on and go down to the law office. You see that. And then you see Karen at the hospital. I mean, it was just great editing. It really was. And I did think that her letter was powerful. It's the first time that Danny has actually sat with her feelings. This therapy working, y'all. It's working. And I really think that she needs to let Tony go. This is the time that she is about to really tap into Daniela. She does not need distractions. Right now, a relationship wouldn't serve her. Now, don't get me wrong. Tony is the one that pushed her into therapy. So that's good. But right now, she needs to focus on her. That might be the common theme. Rich needs to go because Sabrina needs to focus on her. She really wants something and she needs to focus so that she can find the person that will give her that. Karen does not need to be dealing with any man, including that delivery driver, until she has this baby and is able to bond and spend time sitting in what she needs. Andy gonna be Andy, child. So that's that. And Danny needs to be alone so she can figure out what's going on. It's just a common theme. Back at Hayden's house, the two cons are in each other's faces, and Tamira actually put her mouth on Gary. These two deserve each other. Why would y'all write them to kiss in the mouth? Why? Ooh, child. And that was the end of the episode. Baby, everybody is evolving. I'm not too fond of this season. Something is disjointed for me, and it's not flowing like past seasons did. And also, I thought about something. The premise of this show, I thought, and maybe I'm wrong, is to see the sisters in their relationships and what they go through as Black women and what we go through in these relationships with men. It's taken like a murder mystery turn. Like Gary and Hayden are always whispering. Everybody's in cahoots. Everybody's sneaky. I don't know. It's just giving something else. I thought it was going to be a different type of show when it first started, but now we're here. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.